has become a buzzword in the new atmosphere of tourism marketing. Anguilla boasts numerous natural resources, including numerous wetlands, extensive reef resources, and large tracts of undisturbed dry woodland forest. Can Anguilla achieve sustainable use of its natural resource assets? And if elected, what mechanisms would your administration implement to ensure this is achieved?
Okay, I think that we can achieve a sustainable tourism, going green. Green is the buzzword nowadays, as you're quite aware, in everything. It calls for a sense of education in which we ought to educate our people about these resources. If the people are not educated, then you know what's going to happen. These resources will not be sustainable because they'll be destroyed. And our government must focus on education, education, education. And if we're going to be going green, it all calls for a partnership between the government of Anguilla and the people of Anguilla. So we will seek as a government to educate our people in a partnership and approach.
Mr. Roberts, what are your views on coastal property boundaries extending all the way to the coastal bedrock, that is 0 to 5 feet from the sea?
You know, I'm in the hot seat, and a question such as this, it sometimes really hurt me as an individual and as an Anguillian when I recognized that years ago, when we were able to walk along the coastline of Anguilla, that today this is gone. It has been destroyed. It has been destroyed due to poor land policies. It has been destroyed due to the fact that we have allowed our visitors who have come to our shores to do as they like in terms of extending right to the coastline. We as a people, if we are not careful, because we have to be blamed as well, because when we sell our lands, we're selling our lands, and once it's gone, it's gone. And what happens is that at the end of the day, we are the ones who are going to feel the effects of this. I think as any responsible government, it is within the province of the government to ensure that our coastline is not taken up by any sort of development. We should do as much as possible with what is left, I must say, with what is left, to ensure that we still have something that we can at least walk around, which we could at least fish, which we could at least just enjoy the waves smashing against the shores. But again, because of poor policies under this administration and because of not policing our coastline effectively, we have lost out in a big way with what has already happened.
Please, Mr. Roberts, please permit me a follow-up here. What legislation and policies will your party develop to ensure that coastal setback regulations are met and properly enforced by the sister departments of the physical planning and land surveys?
Yeah, in terms of those two departments are critical because these are the departments where all of this takes place, and we have to ensure that the whole alien and holding policies, that they are clearly defined, that our boundaries are clearly defined as regards to our course, and that there must be a total partnership between both departments in ensuring that the coastline of Anguilla is protected. And this must come through the whole alien and holding policies in terms of the sale of our lands. It must come in terms of our whole land policy, our land use policy. It is there, but is it enforced is the other question. We have to see what is there and add to what isn't to try to safeguard our shores and our coastline.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. We'll go to the student panel, and the next question will come from Deanne Rogers.